It's been officially 6 months now I've been doing these vlogs for, according to the news today, because we're nearly going into a half lockdown, and it all started at the beginning of the first lockdown, which was 6 months ago, 183 days. Here's what's been happening today. We've been fixing the belt on the wood chipper and finally finished combining. If people are still watching the videos, click like so I know, otherwise I'll just not bother anymore, because I don't even know whether people will find them interesting or watch them. So here's today. So that bottom bit's the heating element, yeah. And then that's another one there, yeah. And then you clamp it and put an airbag in to squash it. New belt on the chipper. It's basically like a big trouser press then, isn't it? So finished the nightmare field now, that's full of weeds. Off to the very last field now. Sam's working some ground over there now, if you can see him. Got a flock of seagulls eating the worms, which is a bit annoying. What we're doing is, this field's, because it's got this ryegrass problem, we're going to work it now and then see what germinates when we get this rain the next few days. Then we can kill it off, and then when we go in with the drill and disturb no soil, hopefully we'll just end up with just wheat growing. So it'll be nice and clean for next harvest. Getting through the last field now. A little bit of a problem with the fact that over there last year I grew some cover crop seed, and some of it was fodder radish, and it's basically regrown in the beans, and the pods are the same size as the beans. So because this is a seed crop, I can't harvest that bit because it'll mix with the seed. So I'm going to have to harvest that last and basically keep it separate and use it as a cover crop seed again. So it's a bit weird really. This is the field I finished combining on this time last year as well, because I was cutting that. They're left, and then that's everything done for 2020, thank God. Combine's just flashed up that it needs its 250 hour service, so we've basically done this year's harvest. It's up 250 combining hours to do. So homeward bound with what feels like the longest harvest ever, despite it being a late start. We've run out of tractors because they're all sowing and working ground. So we're pulling the last trailer back with the telehandler. So should be able to do it though. They're 140 horsepower, these Merlots nowadays. And the trailer's not really that full. Just pulled back in the yard, it started to rain. So that was a bit of good luck. Apart from we've got a little bit of straw that's going to get a little bit damp, but it should blow off in the morning. Just obviously back in the yard now. So that's harvest 2020 over. It was a long one, it was a difficult one. Worst one I've ever known, worse than 2018. And just a little bit of numbers. So the combine's done 250 hours this season, and we're roughly around £250,000 worth of less things in the shed to sell. So that's basically means that every hour we've been driving the combine, we've been losing £1,000. So that's why it's really got me down, and it's got everyone down this year. It's just been awful. So can't wait for next year. Hope it's a better one, and there's probably going to be a lot of grumpy farmers until next harvest, to be fair. Just got off the combine, and the delivery van has just dropped me a box of wine off. I mean, it is on a 3 monthly order, but just a bit random.